Enduring the Blockheads live version, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, is probably his most well-known tune, number one hit single here in Britain. Oh, blimey, yeah, hello, welcome back. Another finds buys type video. This is stuff I've had for a good while. Played, listened to it, everything's okay, but never shown it in a BC video. So yeah, I think there's perhaps about 8 albums here, probably not even that. I don't know. We'll start with that one, The Madness. It's actually Madness, Baggy Trousers, One Step Beyond, and all that sort of stuff. Late 80s, they had a bit of a hiatus, bit of a split up. I think they were getting like the Specials did towards the end. Living in each other's pockets, never had a break, And although they're all the best of mates, known each other's donkey's years, they didn't want to sort of end up having some sort of acrimonious split and whatever. And some of them went on and did solo stuff. Suggs done solo stuff. Mike Barson, who did the keyboards. Madness was his band anyway. He went and lived in Holland for a bit. And over that sort of period, Woody, the drummer, he ended up drumming for Voice of the Beehive. And I think since then he did do a solo album, I think a few years ago. Chrissy Boy on guitar and Bedders on bass. They went and sort of did their own sort of thing with other bands and that, and they're all back together, been back together for years. The only one who's not with them, he hasn't been for a few years. He was having a bit of a rough time, went through a rough divorce, I think, from his then wife. Was Chas Smash. He released a solo album a few years ago called A Comfortable Man. He's still not with the band. People keep asking when's he going to get back with them and when are they all going to be complete again, but you never seem to get a definitive answer. But they're all the best of mates, They're still back together, like I say, except for Chas. Fantastic band, the band that put the fun back into British music, and they deserve many awards and all that sort of stuff, but they never do. But yeah, The Madness. I don't know too much about the records they released from this album. The only one I know of is one called I Pronounce You. That's it there. I do have it on 7-inch single in the picture cover. But yeah, The Madness. Fantastic edition, and one I've been after for a long while to my Madness collection. I think I have more Madness records than any other band. I have to double check that with my Discogs. Right. Millie Jackson. Yeah, Live and Outrageous. It's actually a good album, this is. I quite enjoyed it. She's a good singer, soul singer. She is sort of infamous for having these rather lewd, sort of outrageous sort of, she sort of stands there effing and jeffing and using the N word, which she does on this album on the second side, the B side. Yeah, bit rude and lewd, but a good album. Good album. She can sing. She can sing a good tune. Yeah, that came from an antique and retro sort of centre that has different booths in store, and there's a bloke there I've bought stuff off in the past, sells records. Good buy that was. Quite enjoyed it despite the old rather coarse language. Well worth it. Well worth a couple of quid or so I spent on that. 12-inch single, Sugababes, Freak Like Me. You're probably thinking, well, what's he doing with a Sugababes song? Well, this one heavily samples Gary Newman's Two-Way Army, Our Friends Electric. Really great, catchy tune. Yeah, I love playing this one, listening to this one, banging the sound up. Yeah, lovely young ladies. Great tune. Our Friends Electric, heavily sampled on that. Another 12-inch cyberpunk band from the 80s, Sigue Sigue Sputnik, fronted of course by Martin Degville, and Tony James was in there as well. Love Missile, F111. There's another version of it on here as well as the B-side. Yeah, the versions on here not as good as a 7-inch single version. I much prefer that. I think I'll have to get hold of that one. But yeah, still not a bad purchase. No, I'm not going to bother getting the record out. See the label. Yeah, no, not bad. Not bad. Not as good as a 7-inch single. This one, back to the 80s. The Christians. I do have a Christians album, their first album in the collection. A great sort of soul, pop, I don't know, funk sort of funky band. I think 3 of them were related. There's 4 in the band altogether. I think 2 of them were perhaps brothers, or they were all brothers, or brothers and cousins or something like that, you know. A fantastic song this is, Forgotten Town. One of my favourites by them. The other one I really like by them is a song called When the Fingers Point. But the album, the first album, is a great album. It's one of those I see quite a lot at car boot sales and stuff like that, going dirt cheap. Highly recommended if you do see it. It's cheap enough, pick it up, buy it. Great album, great tune. Forgotten Town, the Christians. Great buy that was. I think that was only a couple of quid, as was the ZZ Sputnik. Sugababes was cheap as well, only a couple of quid. The Millie Jackson, Live and Swearing. I forgot how much that one was. The Madness, I think it was only about a £5, 6 quid. That was well worth the money. My favourite Motown band of all time, the Four Tops, Live. Yeah, another great album. Absolutely love the Four Tops. Fantastic band. Of course, Levi Stubbs. I'm not sure, but I think there's only one of them left now, or they might have all passed away now. I don't know. But, yeah, brilliant. Do love the Four Tops, my favourite Motown band, and that was only cheap as well. I think it was only about £3. This one could be a contender for my purchase of the year. This is a sort of punky new wave type band, but there's some sort of two-tone ska outfits on here as well. This is one of those sort of benefit compilation albums for anti-nuclear weapons and all that sort of stuff. CND, Friends of the Earth as well. Benefits for all them. Money raised from sales, etc. Bit of a rant and a rave about nuclear missiles and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, kind of in the news at the minute. Putin spouting his mouth off, basically using threats. So I'll start World War III if you don't leave out of what I'm doing and mind your own business. Bloke's a complete turd. Oh, what was that? WEA label. See that okay? Yep, great compilation album, sort of punky new wave stuff on here. We'll slip that back in. I'll let you know a few of the bands. The Clash are on here, London Calling, The Jam, Little Boy Soldiers, The Beat are on here, The Specials, Man at CNA, that's a good tune. XTC, Living Through Another Cuba. Peter Gabriel's on here, Ian Dury and the Blockheads, Psychedelic, that's the song, Bad Manners, sorry, Grey Day by Madness. The Stranglers are on here, Undertones and Echo and the Bunnymen. Great compilation album, well worth picking up if you see it. That was only a £5, £5 well spent. Another one is a punk compilation. It's a soundtrack to a punk film made in the early 80s, I believe. Really, I should put my glasses on, I'll be able to see the date and all that clear. Yeah, 83. Yeah, there is, the film to this is on YouTube, UK DK. Some great punk stuff on here. Exploited. It's got USA on the back here, but they use a rather derogatory word. F the USA. Exploited was a Scottish punk band. Watty Buchan, lead singer. I used to work with a chap who'd known him since they were kids back in Scotland. Big John Duncan. Not sure if he was bassist or guitar. Bit of a journeyman he was. I think he did session work with Nirvana as well in later years. Big John Duncan. The Addicts, Joker in the Pack, Chaos UK, No Security. That's a brilliant, cracking punk tune. Listen to that a lot on YouTube. Slightly different to the, I think this is more studio stuff on here. The Business, the Vibrators, Action Packed, the Damned are on here, the Addicts again, the Verucas, Angelic Upstarts, Vice Squad. Been listening to a lot of Vice Squad recently via YouTube. I'm going to have to get some of their stuff on vinyl. British punk band. Yeah, another cracking buy. That was a tenner. I think this might have come, I might have ordered this. Well, I ordered it from Discogs and I think it might have come via Germany. I can't remember. But yeah, another cracking buy. Punk, new wave. This one I've had a long while. Yeah, another compilation, sort of a celebration of the Blue Beat ska label. Artists on here include Laurel Aitken, King of the Skinheads, Laurel Aitken. Most people think he was Jamaican, but he was born in Cuba. I'm 99% sure he was born in Cuba. Derek Morgan's on here, Owen Gray. There's a single on here I've featured in the past, Get Along Without You Now, Bad Manners and Verona. Rough Rider, The Beat. Who else are the names on here you recognise? John Holt, Help Me Make It Through the Night. Enjoy Yourself, it's later when you think. Jules Holland with Prince Buster, the Godfather himself. Yeah, cracking compilation album on the Blue Beat label. I'm not going to fetch it out. You should know what the Blue Beat label looks like. That came from my local HMV. I went in there with every intention, I think it was, of buying the Stranglers' last album, Dark Matters. Um, but yeah, I saw this and I walked out with this one instead. I did buy the Stranglers album eventually. It's behind me in a box. Waiting. It's still in the bloody shrink wrap. I think I might have showed it the vinyl tag earlier on this year. I still haven't unwrapped it. Still haven't played it. But yeah, Blue Beat compilation album, great stuff. Another good buy. So yeah, that's it for that latest finds and buys. I hope you saw something of interest to you. Again, desperately trying to catch up with videos. Got the James Griffiths response one to do. I've got others to. Oh Christ Almighty, my mind's one big mess at the minute. So much to do, so much to play and listen to. I'm going to try and crack on. Bless you for taking time out during your busy day for watching. Any thoughts, ideas, comments, suggestions, you know what to do. Bye for now. Oh, Jona Lewie, Kirsty MacColl, backing vocals. There's a video on YouTube, this with her, the two backing singers, Kirsty MacColl, the late great Kirsty MacColl. See you later.